Good afternoon, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. I'm your ever Shotty, and it's delivery day, but you can probably tell from my demeanour that it's not the usual vibrant, brilliant self that I am, that something's gone wrong. When I say wrong, I mean really, really badly gone wrong. We have received 5 boxes of stock today, and that seems like a fairly decent amount to get any delivery, but we are missing literally 100-odd items of stock, mostly comic books, and I hate to say it, darn near every single thing appears to be something that I put on order between the last delivery arriving and this delivery. And this stuff that had been processed was on the invoice, and the fact that it's one big pile of stuff with a couple of extra bits and pieces means probably one box has gone missing. And I'm really hoping that the driver will realise that there's a box in his truck that should be in my shop, and he'll come back and knock on my door, and it'll be brilliant, and we can be sorted out by the end of the day. But if not, I'm going to be really annoyed if that box has gone missing, because I'm fairly sure some of it I simply won't be able to get again now, because some of it I've ordered specifically because it was quite hard to get hold of and I didn't want to be left out. Worse than that for customers, though, and there's at least one individual who's watching this who I specifically messaged, because I'm friends with them, saying, don't worry, there is a few things missing. Last week was a bad week for just stuff being mispicked, whether it was stuff just not being on the invoice at all, stuff being on the invoice not arriving, stuff being on the invoice and a few missing. It was a really, really bad week last week. Hence, an awful lot of back orders, and I told this individual, don't worry, I processed everything very quickly, and at the time of processing, everything that you're missing was listed as in stock and available to order from next week. Sad to say, every back order, I think barring one, was in the box that I presume is not here, which means we're just missing an awful lot of stuff, and that individual is going to be very, very upset. And I totally understand, and I'm very apologetic. I still haven't even finished putting together the list of what I'm missing. I set this video to go and give myself 10 minutes. I'm about 2/3 of the way through the invoice, finding out everything that's on there that isn't in the boxes. So you're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to get the email winged off as soon as this video is finished, and hopefully the box will arrive, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on this one. It's very, very frustrating. Anyway, let's get going with what we've got in today, because there is actually some pretty cool stuff in today, and some cool comic books and some cool merch and everything. It's a frustrating time to have a bad delivery, because there's also stuff and I want to be in a good mood. For instance, Loki, little pop figure of Loki. Love this one. And there's a reason why I ordered 3 of them. It's great. I can't wait to get those on the shelf. They're going to look fantastic. A bit of Mortal Kombat now. We occasionally get some Mortal Kombat, not enough for me to get loads in, but if it's a comic book tie-in, like we've already got some of the Spawn out there, but now we have the Joker as well. That is going to be very, very cool. In terms of just random mistakes, sometimes they go our way. Most of the time they don't, unfortunately. Today, one thing that went our way was we ordered 3 of this. 3, yeah? Joker in swimsuit. It's from shorts, should I say. And we've got a 4th one. Don't know why we got the 4th one. That's an odd mistake. It's not like we're missing any of the major action figure kind of things. At least so far. Somebody just fallen there. Loki, Agent of Asgard Loki. I've got a couple of those, and I'm really liking that action figure. Give me 1 second. I need to see what's gone down here. Oh, that's okay. There's actually a Pokemon thing. Don't need to worry about that. Sorry, I've got Pokemon stuff on the camera as well. We also have Star Wars Cosca Reeves, which I'm fairly sure has been ordered for me, so it's going to go back here. And the big one, let me just move some stuff I put on top of it out of the way. All still sealed up and very nice. Batman Year 2 artwork inspired by Todd McFarlane, and it looks absolutely brilliant. What surprised me about it is when I was paying attention to it, it does say somewhere, there we go, 22 points of articulation. I wasn't expecting any, if I'm honest. I thought this would be more of like a solid thing, but apparently you can adjust stuff and it still moves around as a posable figure. So very, very cool indeed. Graphic novels and manga related stuff now. Vinland Saga, which I'm fairly sure is either the new one or just we've had it on order for ages and someone just turned up. James Straczynski's Moths Volume 1. Daredevil Epic Collection, ordered for some in particular. Immortal Hulk 10, not particularly new. We've had this in before, but there was a massive printing error. Every single one got withdrawn and destroyed, and we now have it back in stock. Latest Buffy the Vampire Slayer with a random bit of paper. X-Men The Hellfire Gala. I think he's going to the same guy who gets all the Reign of X books sent to him. Re-Zero, Starting Life in the World, Chapter 3, Truth of Zero, Volume 2. Teen Titans Go, crossing over with Superhero Girls. One of those has been reserved, but I do like those. I get those in quite often. And Not Quite Kids, but YA, Mr. Miracle, because Mr. Miracle rules. And finally, I'm not sure if this one is new in for me for the store, or I've just forgotten it was available, but it's turned up and I really like it. Grant Morrison's Superman, one of the best Superman stories ever told. All-Star Superman in the deluxe edition. This is one of those things where, again, I don't like just saying, oh, that's cool, I'm going to take that. Because when I buy stuff, I own this store. I don't actually put that much money back into it because it's my own money and I earn my money from the store. But I at least cover the cost. So I would buy this for however much the invoice says it cost us in the store, which is great because it means I get All-Star Superman. Like, I don't actually own a copy. I've read it repeatedly. It's absolutely brilliant. But also getting it in the really nice, oversized hardback from my bookshelf would look brilliant. But we are a business. We do like to make money. It's how we keep the lights turned on and the doors open. So I'd be much happier if somebody else actually bought that one from me. And then later on down the line, if we've sold like 8 copies of it, then I might have one for myself. Right, on to comic books now. These boxes should be considerably more full. There is still some cool stuff in here, and there's some stuff where there's stuff we've got where we've got more than we expected. And this is kind of a good thing, kind of not, because we still paid for a lot of this stuff. Some of it we got for free, but Batman Catwoman got massively postponed for quite tragic reasons, and they relisted it because it went from being I think $4 comic book to a $10 comic book. And I, in my naivete, thought, well, if they're relisting, they've cancelled the orders. They haven't. They've rolled the orders on, so I've doubled up my orders, and I've got way more than I needed. Now, apparently, it's brilliant. It gives another origin a refresh on the origin story for Catwoman, and it looks fantastic. And you should totally be getting it, but this is my own fault. I basically didn't pay enough attention to the email when it was saying it's been relisted. I am totally at fault on this one. But there is also some other cool stuff which is worth having. But we're going to start at the beginning, as we often do. Action Comics. A lot of what's going on with Superman at the moment, like this version of Superman, they are leaning into, it's not like huge obvious, but you can see the grey there, the silver fox thing. They are probably going for the old man Superman thing in this. And it's kind of cool that it's separating from the other Superman in a very obvious way. It's Amazing Spider-Man. First appearance of Black Cat, I think, in our solicits today. Aquaman, Green Arrow, Deep Target. Army of Darkness, 1979. Avengers Forever, with a variant. Got the regular and variant there. That is actually a very, very cool variant. I'm not even sure who's ordered it. As I was saying, Batman Catwoman. This is what we've got of the regular cover. Again, this is totally my fault. I even ordered extras than I thought I'd need. I thought I was going to need 6 copies. I ordered 8. So I ordered another 8. And I also ordered some of the variant because I like the variant. So yeah, if you're wanting that one, please come in and buy it from us. Black Hammer Reborn for the dude who gets his Black Hammer stuff. Black Panther, issue 3, which is also Legacy 200. So it's any excuse Marvel needs to overcharge things. Captain America Iron Man. Woohoo! I do like the cover. One that's been delayed and only just arrived after a very, very long time. Cowboy Bebop. I don't know what the delay has been, but it's finally arrived. CP 2077, issue 3. Oh, you have my word, that's in that particular miniseries. Dark Blood, final issue of that one. DC versus Vampires, regular cover, which I really, really like. There's a lot going on there. Or the kind of more subdued variant. Now, artistically, that is very, very cool, and I like how they play with the light and shadow, but I like the vibrancy of the original, if I'm completely honest. Death of Doctor Strange, issue 5, the final issue, I think, of the Death of Doctor Strange, with kind of classic homage variant there. Not sure who has ordered that one. This is an odd variant we've got, but it is Deathstroke Incorporated, issue 5, with a Peacemaker variant. Speaking of Peacemaker, watch this space. More to come. Detective Comics 1050, landmark 1050th issue. Yeah, that's a big deal. Who doesn't remember that? 1050th whatever. Calm down, DC. Going to be bad as Marvel. Devil's Reign, issue 3. Excellent base cover there. And somebody has ordered that variant, which I really do like. Not sure who that is. But yeah, it's very, very cool. Devil's Reign, Winter Soldier. Got a couple of that one. Nice shot of Kingpin there. Duel. This is just an odd one from Bliss on Tap Publishing. Somebody who don't usually go for. I just heard quite a few good things about this one. And I thought I'd give it a go. I like the idea of doing something unusual every once in a while. Firefly. I do like that cover. That is fun. No idea what's going on to get into that situation, but I like it. Flash. Excellent cover. With the cover B, which is a lot of fun too. Girl Scouts or Girl Scouts. Maybe if you could roll your R's, that one would make more sense. I cannot. I do not have the ability, but my fan of that does like it, so he's got both of those. Gunslinger Spawn, issue 4. I think that's the cover A and that's the cover B. That is a very, very good cover B. If you're a Warhammer 40,000 fan, doesn't that make you think of Necrons? If you're not a Warhammer 40,000 fan, think Dark Future Undead. Kind of makes sense, I suppose. Right, I'm going to go to box number 2. Just bear with me. Okay, and we carry on with Harley Quinn, which has got Riley Rossmo back on the artwork. Brilliant. Love his artwork. And Weird Joker Train. Hugh fights with monsters. Fantastic thing from Ablaze, this one. I think we're almost done with it, but I'm really liking it. Hellboy, Soft Lantern Club. Hellboy just seems to never end, even though it has officially ended. Hellboy fans must be demanding it. House of Slaughter issue 4 has been a lot of fun. I have picked up Something is Killing the Children, the hardback, so actually get up to date and know what's going on with it. Human Target book 4. That is a proper cover. I love that. Speaking of odd covers, though, that is the cover I Screaming. I have no idea why they've gone for that thing. There's probably a lot of stuff going on that page which is worth reading, but it might take some time, so I'll get around to it, I'm sure. Iron Man, regular old Iron Man there. Justice League was supposed to have 2 additional copies of this one, hasn't arrived. That is what I definitely know we're missing. Lady Death, which is the first of another 2-parter. Marauders Annual. Only 4 people are down on my pull list for this one, even though 6 people are down for Marauders. So if you get one, you need to specifically order it. It's fine. Just usually it automatically does the annual for you. I think some Marauders has finished. It might not have done. Mary Jane and Black Cat. Speaking of. Monstrous. Being all monstrous there. Once and Future, which is one of the best things I'm reading at the moment. Still absolutely love it. And, as I said earlier about Peacemaker, we have the Peacemaker special by Garth Ennis, that dude who did The Preacher and various other things. There's another one we've ended up with more than I planned on doing. Again, similar kind of thing where I kind of doubled up my orders by mistake, but I think it's going to work out fine. Robin, yay! This is weirdly one that was on back order but got included in the delivery, which is really quite nice. Rush, issue 3, because we only got sent 2 of the 4 copies we're expecting of that one. Right. Okay, we've got all the copies of this we need, plus a few extra. The new Saga, all the copies. I said, there's probably some stores out there. In fact, there's a lot of stores out there who will look at this amount of Saga and think, good Lord, this guy has not got a lot of confidence in this one. Honestly, we have. This is way more than I think we're going to get through, but for a small store, that's pretty good. Final issue of Serial, which I've been thoroughly enjoying. 7 Swords, yay. Another one's been very, very delayed. Sleeping Beauties, no idea why that's taken so long. Star Trek Year 5, issue 25. Star Wars, High Republic Trail of Shadows. Always want to say trial there. Static Season 1. I'm not sure if that one is on the back order. It's turned up. Stray Dogs 2. We're supposed to have a variant cover for that one. I'm going to have to check see if that's one we're missing or if it's one that they just haven't sent us or invoiced us for, should I say. Superman 78, issue 4. Ooh, Superman and Robin special. I kind of like these because they're both very cool characters at the moment. Task Force Z, or Z, depending on where you're from in the world. Teen Titans Academy. Oh, speaking of the J. Michael Sinski thing earlier, Moths have now got telepaths as well. One guy gets everything that guy puts out, so we always get him in. I do like what's going on with Thor covers at the moment. The whole, God of Hammers thing, I'm not too sure about. I've not been following it, but the covers for them have been brilliant. Transformers Beast Wars. Well, IDW still have Transformers. That's all changing soon. Hopefully Skybound can do a good job there. A bit of Western horror for me in 2 Moons. Usagi Yojimbo. Really, really happy that they're doing a lot with that one. Vampire Dracula. I think nobody ordered issue on this one, but I've got number 2 turn up. I think that's an error on my part, but what are we going to do? Wonder Girl. Yay. X Deaths of Wolverine. We were supposed to have lives last week. It never turned up. That was one that was going to be on the back order. It never turned up. So you're going to get this one first, even though you should have had the other one. And hopefully we'll get 1 and 2 of lives next week. And finally, X-Men issue 7 with another of the headshot covers there. Very, very cool. Right. As I say, there's a lot missing. I do apologize. You're probably going to be going through this and thinking, what the hell's all that stuff? Well, like I said, there's a box that's gone away somewhere. I'm hoping like Kelly will turn up, but because we've got a lot to do and just going through what's missing adds an extra delay onto my day. It's the end of the month. We've got a lot of invoice to send out. So if you do not get your invoice today, I apologize. I'm going to try and crack on with it as quick as I can. I'm working late today, so fingers crossed, everything should be sorted out. But for now, I'm done. I'm going to open my doors again, let people into the shop, and hopefully make an awful lot of money. Until I see you again, though, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.